Okay, we got deadlifts tonight. Just getting stream stuff sent out to everyone. Whew. Ah. 355 for 6. I put the collar on. That's silly of me. Didn't need to do that. Okay. At this weight, we are with a placard. Track. And we're definitely gonna do full deadlift setup. I might do mixed grip. Yeah, I'll do mixed grip. What do I need to be mixing these with? Russian twist or what? A plank, 30-second plank. Okay. 2 things. Let me guess, it's dead. Yep. Cool purchase, but one that might be worth selling. Okay. Okay. Oh, I was gonna do a picture and then post that on Instagram for Okay. Here we go. 6 at 355. Ah. Woo! We're slated for 485 is what we're chipping away at today. I believe last week we got, what we get? We got 470. So we're gonna go up 15 pounds. I feel better today than I did last week for the same lift. So I am hopeful. Yeah, I'm not gonna go off program on that. Similar to last week, this weight seems pretty big pull. No, not it. On strongman, you strap in and rip it. No grip needed. We're a bunch of soft hands over here. I'd say that's the bigger deal. My hands have turned to baby hands, and the Texas deadlift bar shreds them up. But then I need the grip because I've lost some of my grip strength. So I need all the traction I can get out of them. What are we at, 6 or 4? 4. Oh, 4 at 405 will be easy. Should I get a good practice in? Feel good? Off to 425. Oh, I got some planks I gotta do. That's how you get strong, Carp. Sitting down. Seated leg extensions. That's the true measure of strength. Ah. I know, I had to switch from the junk bands. They just didn't stay on my head. So I'm on bandana. My hair's pretty long for a hat. That's not really a good fit. It's too long just to leave down. It gets all on my face. And then the junk bands don't seem to stay on my head. To be fair, these don't really stay on my head either. Hats have a hard time staying on my head too. I don't really have much of anything that fits over my head right. Like the hair like pushes it off. All right, 4 more. Then we're into doubles. Come on now. Whew. We'll see how long the hair goes. I'm getting a little annoyed by it, but I think if it can get a little longer, I can actually put it up. All right, we're up to 455. Whoop. Whoop. Five plates is gonna look great. 485 is the plan, Matt. $485. We will see how we do on that. I'm hopeful. Starting to feel a little beat up, but I felt beat up last week. You just keep pulling. It doesn't move at first. You just have to keep pulling. Really basic deadlift skills. Pull. But it works. Just pick the thing up. Everybody yelling, up, up, up. The most helpful deadlift cue, up. I didn't think of that, up. What? I'll be honest, I wish I had the deadlift suit on. I like that compression. I feel uncompressed. But from keg, why am I doing keg? I keep adding another layer of neoprene each time. Oh, who do we got here? Are you here, Kyle? I think. I don't have my glasses on. I can't read too well. Whew. Yeah, I wish. Just do sumo. Kyle, you have such a professional photo. this your work YouTube account? I like it. Alrighty. Okay. There's too many cues, Matt. You're gonna get me all confused. It's a very complicated lift. We went from up to 4 different cues. All right. 2 sets of 2. This was my approximately my powerlifting max when I was a powerlifter. So here's your advertisement for strongman. Let's see what I weigh with all my gear on. We're weighing 182 fully kitted. I don't know what that is, not kitted. But I probably weighed the same thing when I was doing this for a max. Two sets of 2, come on. I really need to simulate that 485. You know that feeling. Okay. That's for a different platform. A live weigh-in. I should have recorded that one. I needed to watch that back. They feel slow and they feel a little wobbly, but the weird thing about as your max weight goes up, the relative percent it increase is lower. So like going up 30 pounds at this is not the same as going up 30 pounds when I was deadlifting significantly less than this. Which I don't know if your body knows percents, but it might. You know, your body might be big math. Maybe we're not big math, but our body is, you know? All right. we will get a nice video for watching that back and for the gram. It's out of the way. Yeah, no percentages in the jungle. I need a ammonia that I would actually use. I would like a little hit of ammonia, but if I open the horse stall mat ammonia, which it's not factory sealed, I have opened it and then re-sealed it, like the container and everything. It is too strong. I don't need that much. I would like a little something. I need like a year old. I gotta buy one, open it, leave it out, let it off gas, like your mats. Okay. That's enough stalling. Time to go. You know, on my Instagram, if I'm going to use inspirational, clickbaity, trendy audio, I better take myself kind of seriously. You know, I do have an old thing of ammonia. Oh yeah, that's dead. Come on. Ah! Let's do it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, buddy. Whew. That was pretty good. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Man. So that's aw. I have aw and o. Those are, how old are those? let's see, 3 years old, almost 3 years old. They're pretty mellow. Aren't these water activated? Kyle's the most scientist person here. Ammonia is like a urine thing. Urine is part of urology, kind of. If I add a little water to ammonia, isn't that supposed to do something? Let's see what happens. All right, Kyle. You're talking about lifting. We're talking about chemistry. The bottle's cold. Isn't it supposed to be warm? Chemical reactions are warm. That didn't do anything. I think it's just old and dead. Chemistry. Oh, what do I need? This is plate math I've never done. Do you ever get to weights you don't know the plate math for? This is exciting. 70 pounds would be 35s. I never used 35. That's exciting. So that puts us at 475. And what do we need? 485? I think. My memory's not very good right now. Yeah, 485. So you throw a 5 on after that. Ooh. So I have home gym con competition, strongman competition, 2 weeks after Lift Hard, Live Easy. And this year I'm dedicating my prep to Lift Hard, Live Easy. Last year I did home gym con and then just showed up for Lift Hard, Live Easy. After really just took 2 weeks off and then went and did that. Anyway, no, it had more time than 2 weeks. I got to go into a little bit of training cycle. This week will basically be like time off and then strongman throwdown for home gym con. The events line up really well. Today's the first day I even looked at them. There's a max deadlift on a Kratos strongman bar, so they're 10-foot barbell, just like we're gonna do a max deadlift, hopefully, on a strongman 10-foot type bar for Lift Hard. So same event, I'll be prepped already. I'll just have to maintain. There's max log, which I'll be log trained for Lift Hard, which is cool. There's Conan's wheel. I do really well at Conan's wheel as long as I have the conditioning for it. And they dropped the weight, which I sandbagged that one last year because I didn't have to do anything. I knew what my mark to beat was and I beat it, and that was the end of it, which is super cool because I think I could have done a lot more. Anyway, they dropped the weight on that. If anything, actually, like I said last time, I like heavy days, so I'd prefer it if that was heavier, whatever. What else is there? I think it's got Hercules hold again, and then sandbag to shoulder series. I think it starts at 2, I forget what it goes from to where. I think it goes up to 300, which keg will give me some carryover for that. I'm excited. It's going to be a very fun month of competition. Okay, let's get set up here. Ooh, what I don't know for strongman throwdown is if we're allowed to wear deadlift suit. And I love my deadlift suit. I hope we can. You know, to keep yourself not such a immobile strongman, you know, you could be like Matt and go play soccer, or you could put your equipment on the floor, your gear on the floor, and have to bend down and pick it up. Sometimes bending over is hard. I remember when I did powerlifting in college, we had a bunch of unsanctioned meets by one of the sports science professors. He would host I think 2 mock meets a year or something. And he'd do the rules meeting. And it was my favorite way of describing it. It's just how I always think about it before a major lift now. I'll think about this forever. He said, you know, do this, do this, do this. And then when you're getting ready, put on your My Mama Didn't Love Me Enough music and come lift. And so I always think when I try to optimize that music pick, I'm like, I gotta pick my Mama Didn't Love Me Enough music. Here, wait. Oh, this is great. We got any recommendations? What, don't go too niche on me. What PR song do we throw on? I'm pretty big on just being able to go up and pull the thing, so while I stall and catch my breath after I bend over. Matt, what's our PR song? All right, we got a suggestion. Okay, we got 2. ADTR is gonna win out. That's pretty good. It's also super classic for what would be at a strongman meet. for the general vibe of it. Okay. Woo! Oh, I like this. This is good. Good pick. This is my kind of music. Come on. Come on. Okay, come on. Easy. There we go. Let's go. Come on! Ah. Nope, not today. That's all right. Appreciate it. Woo! Crack the floor. I'll take it. Not today. That's all right. Just a tad heavy. We'll get there. My positioning with my lats and my back just felt a little off too. The strength just isn't there yet. That's a big piece of it. I mean, but parts where I'm feeling weakness areas aside from just the general not strong enough yet is the lock-in in my shoulders. Which some days that feels really strong and secure. Other days, not so much. Today, not so much. I think that's why I like the suit. It really helps you like sit into it, which I think sitting into the deadlift normally really doesn't put me in a very advantageous position. But I feel tighter in that position, and in a suit, that's a good position to be in. pressing, because there was comments from a few videos ago on multiple attempts or trying again at something. Pull events are much less likely to be my go back and get. Push events are much more in my lane for keeping going at it. Thank you all for the support and hanging out. I got accessories to do, so you're welcome to hang out and chit chat. Oh. So, we'll talk about this for a second while I catch my breath from all that. Some things I've been thinking about, because I brought it before, but we are moving. Well, okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We're like 99% closing on a house. Of course, famous last words, right? But we submitted for after the inspection, the home inspection, for fixes, and they submitted a counter. We accepted their counter, and so at this point, I don't know what would stop it. I guess the appraisal is the only thing of any real concern. I don't really think anybody backs out at this point. I don't know what ramifications are of that. Anyway, something we want to do, I want to do. The wall in there, I think, is 8 feet. It might be bigger than 8 feet. The garage is pretty big, height-wise. We're gonna do floor to ceiling gun rack all the way down. I think we can fit, I mean, I did the measurement and it's gonna be tight. 100% we can fit 3 more, but we might be able to fit 6 more. The wall could be 6 higher in bars, which will look so cool. I don't have 6 more bars, but that means I can get 6 more bars. There's one bar I know I want. I want that Texas knurled axle. That's a bar I really do want. I think too, because that'll be so high, I can get this off the floor. But what I might do is I might get 2 vertical barbell racks. Nope, just reading your comment, Matt. You give it a print reading. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I do my poll and then it's a commitment. That's part of my feeling right thing. And sometimes I do like a little bit of a bobble to it, but I know the technique you're talking about. You see a lot of strongmen do that. That's a pretty common thing. I don't think it's inherently wrong. You would have, I think, feedback from a coach that's telling you you're wasting energy. But if that's what you messaged me about an Instagram reel and I gave you my 2 cents on mindset and training priming. I find that to be, like, if that's how you train, that is going to be what helps you perform or do the thing. Like however you train, that's how you should compete. Now they say train how you compete. I would argue it's more important to compete how you train. Now I get what they're referencing, like equipment and some other fine detail pieces. But if it's something within your control that you can set up, like your stance or your breathing, whatever, yeah, train how you compete, in my opinion. It's too light. Strongman's so variable in the train or in the competition conditions that it's almost, I wouldn't call it pointless, but I think it's a little overrated to train how you compete, because your ability to replicate is going to be so variable. Ooh. Oh, it's 15, not 10. Ooh, there we go. Stop. That's interesting that you're different on a pole. I mean, I'm trying to think about that. It's better. Like if you actually can, that's, I think, a much bigger deal. I think the impact of a pole in the number of events that are dependent on a pole ability is so much higher that skill that you have, I would trade for that. Like pressing is important, but I'd argue the foundational element of a pole and strongman is much more imperative than a push. Now we're splitting hairs a little bit, but you get my idea. Yeah, I'll do that with some things. Like, yeah, so like sometimes I do really refine the conditions. It's all kind of on feel. I completely agree with that. I think it's important to put yourself in. I don't say you need to arbitrarily make it absolutely ridiculous on yourself. Cough, cough, mostly squat videos, Matt, to simulate distractions or difficulties in training. Yeah, that's how you look at it. Look at all the PRs you get to have when your press isn't as good. That's how I feel about deadlift. My deadlift, well, okay, I'll be fair. My deadlift relative to my weight class in a general sense is very good. My deadlift relative to my weight class in like a local, like to win local shows, is probably average. Like I have an average chance of being the best deadlifter at a local show in my weight class. And then at like a multi-state or national stage, I would argue I have a very poor deadlift comparatively. Like would be the Mateas of deadlifts. Woo. Ooh. Ah. Woo. Oh, good. Oh man, some curls and some suitcase deadlifts. Yeah. I know it's just not fair when your competition is pulling mid nines, low nine openers, 1,000+ pounds as mains. Appreciate you hanging out, Matt. Yeah. What a sport we do when an 800-pound pull is a subpar performance. Unfortunately, it's true. I can't imagine how frustrated he would be. Like, come on, I can pull 800 pounds and I'm bottom of the pack. That's how I would feel. Have a good night, ma'am. Whew. Okay. Uh, I don't know what height. Hmm. Yeah. Use this.
perspective, I'm the deepest in the crowd. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it up. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart, yeah. Won't stop charging me, go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cry. cries and watch me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out.